Lummy, you there?
Yes, sir.
I just saw you out spraying weeds.
I had a little bit left.
You're very versatile. Me and Anna were in the green, well, in the entrance, whatever the hell, if you would call that our green room.
The front room.
Sister girl talking. We had a good talk today, didn't we?
I think we usually do when it's just you and I.
Yeah, Lummy is the one that fucks it up.
I didn't say that.
But Lummy, we were looking at you, Lummy, and we're like, look at how versatile Lummy is. He can come in here and be the most. Let's just be honest. You're the most popular.
No.
Take a compliment.
Thank you, Bubba.
Take it.
And you are a co-host, right?
Yes, sir.
I mean, you're on the air full time.
Yes.
And you also take care of the goats.
Yes.
And you're in charge of lawn maintenance.
Yes, I am.
So me and Anna are like, look at he could go from a co-host to Roundup, and he's spraying Roundup.
It's crazy.
I found a little bit extra, and I said, well, let me go get those palm trees ahead of Average Joe coming tomorrow.
Now, can Average Joe take his modern day weed whacker?
Yeah, he'll take those
and weed whack that motherfucker right down to zero.
Yep. He told me we were talking about it a couple weeks ago, and he goes, just keep spraying Roundup on it.
Yeah. I think I got One-Eyed Billy was telling me that I had another weed whacker that had a full-blown carbine blade, like fucking blade on it.
Really?
I don't know if we could use that for here, probably for the track.
I was going to say,
more than here, because I think we got our weed situation handled.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, that Roundup will certainly help.
Yeah, and then if we just ask Average Joe to maybe take the little side part or the palm tree out, not a problem. He'll take care of it.
What palm tree?
The two in the front.
Oh, those two little, yeah. And why do those things keep? Do we need to stump them? Is that what we need to do?
I mean, technically that would take care of it all, but as long as I keep spraying Roundup on it, finally it would kill it.
Kill that whole.
Yeah.
That whole shit.
It's just going to take time, unfortunately.
You know what I'm going to do today? Oh, I'm going to go out back as soon as the show's over, and I got all these wheeling lights that I took off a couple of wreckers at the track. This is my life. And I'm going to test them to see because all you do is take a 9-volt battery and hook it up, just hook it up to the leads of the little lights, and they'll just, if they gleam just a little bit, then they're good. And then I got about maybe 12 to 14 of those. And then, when I get the ones that work set aside, then tomorrow I'm taking the Crown Vic over to Fender Works.
Fender Works.
And they're going to paint it. And I'm going to ask the guy, hey, can I pay a little extra? I think he's doing it for free for some mentions, but can I give you guys $200-$400 to hook my lights up?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It's because why they're painting it. Maybe they can. Maybe they're not. Maybe body shop and maybe painters aren't necessarily the same kind of guys that can wire your shit up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I don't see why they couldn't do it. No, do you want them to drill through the ceiling and put it on that way?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then those guys.
And I think I got a big light bar in over there.
I think you do.
I have a big light bar there. If I wanted to put a big light bar on there, and I think I got a smaller light bar in the back. Do you think we put the big light bar on or the smaller one? I was thinking the smaller one, but the big one might be way over the top gaudy, which is kind of what we're looking for.
Exactly. It looks like an old security car.
Yeah.
Because I think those are clear lights, right? For the top part?
No, I think they're yellow.
Are they?
Yellow and white, something like that. Anna, how's Gus running?
Fantastic.
You ready for an oil change?
No, I got the oil changed probably in about 1,000 miles. I'll need another one.
Oh, yeah. Did you do one without me? Did you do
no?
I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're still good for about 1,000 more miles. But yeah, Gus is running great. Thanks for asking.
Think how much money I know you're really all about saving money.
Save that money.
I mean, how many oil changes have we done on that now?
Probably at least 3
and
or
brakes.
4.
Did we do brakes on it too?
Did you do brakes?
I think we did brakes.
I think
on
we've
it.
done brakes at least once.
We've done brakes once, and I think 2 oil changes and a brake job. That's probably, honest to God, that's probably $500.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah,
very much.
Let me. How's your truck running? Is it?
Good. As long as you keep up on it, which I do.
Why don't we change the oil on your truck? Where do you get your oil changed?
Tire Choice Rick.
Oh, but he charges you?
No, I just bring him the oil.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, because before you didn't want to do my truck, so I've taken it to Rick for like 3-4 years.
When did I
now.
say I never wanted to do your truck, my little precious?
When you were saying everyone's truck, everyone vehicle to get done? But it's not, Rick, I just drop it off. Red drops his off. He picks me up. I pick him up. We have a little system down. I mean, I appreciate it. But
I got to have him look at my smart car. It's all. It seems like there's something loose on the front end.
You were screaming down the road yesterday when you pulled out.
In the smart car?
Yeah.
I was?
Yeah, a little bit of a grinding noise.
Oh,
no.
For real?
Yeah.
On where?
I mean, from outside, I could hear it in the parking lot. I couldn't pinpoint where it was in the car.
Rick's wait, he's ready for it. Whenever you want to.
So when I pulled out yesterday, it was grinding?
Yeah,
Like,
when you got on the throttle.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh man,
that doesn't sound good.
Not ideal.
How did it drive?
Something's wrong with it. But here's the thing. I'm petrified on what type of condition the cream machine is on. I'm absolutely petrified that it's going to need a whole new motor.
At least you got a cool new TV on it, right?
I don't know. Did he take that off, Lummy? Did he?
As of what I know from it, everything is.
Does it work?
It's just a big ass hole on the side.
The TV works, yeah.
No, but did he literally cut? Did he just cut a hole enough to mount it, or did he cut so that the TV was flush mount onto the side, and literally there is a hole the size of the TV on the fucking side of the truck?
He cut it to fit the TV, so it like blends in.
And the TV's still mounted.
Yes.
Okay.
As of yesterday. So I don't think he's taking it off because we told him he has to keep the TV on when he returns it. Oh, that's not a good one.
Look at that ass, Rhett.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you like that?
It's at
She got a nice little waist.
At a Raiders game.
Yeah, that's my kind of bitch right there.
For real?
Raiders Chargers.
This guy's a pimp.
Raiders Chargers. And there's two chicks. The one on the right's kind of hot, and they're arguing about the ball game. Now, nothing's worse than two bitches at an NFL football game arguing because, like, they don't even chances are they don't even know what the fuck they're talking about.
They're arguing about her standing up the whole time.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
probably like a disrespect thing.
I can't, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't stand people who do that.
You know what? I am fucking absolutely co-signing with you.
Yeah.
I went to a Notre Dame Michigan game in like 2013, something like that. And my buddy Tim Collins got me the tickets, and so it was like Rhett. That's one of in
They stand up the whole time.
Well,
in
hold on.
college.
In not only college, but in just overall football stadiums, Notre Dame stadiums is one of those bucket lists that if you had an opportunity to go, you probably want to go to Lambeau Field.
Yep.
You probably would want to go to Notre Dame. Mm-hmm. You probably would want to go to Michigan. You probably would want to go to Ohio State.
LSU. A bunch of those monumental stadiums.
Yeah. Maybe Doak Walker. USC. But, in baseball, you got Fenway, you got Wrigley, you got Camden Yards. But anyway, Notre Dame is one of those. So I'm like, holy shit, I'm in Notre Dame. And we had great seats, like at the 35, about halfway up.
Nice.
And field passes before. And I'm like, holy shit, I'm in fucking one of the most prestigious football facilities in America. Mm-hmm. And the motherfuckers stood up the entire game.
They don't want to sit in those uncomfortable
the entire fucking game. No, but meanwhile, I went to Lambeau Field and sat in a real nice section, and they all sit down. I mean, like when there's a scoring play or something exciting, they stand up, but they sit down for the majority of the game. So I don't know if that's the difference between pro and college.
It is.
So how about the Bucks?
Well, like I personally don't mind when people stand up. Like that's what the game is for. Go to the game, go to the stadium, get excited, root for your team. It is what it is. But like you said, there are times where you can clearly notice the rest of the crowd is sitting down, first and second down when they're just running the ball, like nobody's standing up, waving their arms around.
Majority of the Bucks games, like especially the section we're at, people just stand if the play is getting closer to scoring.
It's like
or
clockwork.
defense.
You know what I mean? Like
But
your section will stand up if they're close to scoring or if it's a big third down, stuff like that. Totally understandable.
But there's a couple people like this chick that stand up trying to get the cameraman to put them on and all this other shit. They want attention for themselves.
Oh yeah, or they're doing a selfie, fucking Instagram, fucking yippee-yo. They're not even paying attention to the game.
They don't know what the fuck.
But I don't get it why you would. And what's a ticket for Bucks? $200, $210,
yeah.
$220.
Yep.
So for a decent one.
And don't you want to be comfortable during that time?
You would think so.
You're already in one of the. Well, there's only one other stadium that has probably an average temperature of a little bit more than you, and that's Miami. So you're already in the second most uncomfortable, hottest facility in the NFL, right?
Yep.
So you at least want to be fucking sitting down for that. And realistically, I don't know that there's ever really, unless they make the playoffs, it's really never cold during football season.
Maybe November, December, but really never.
But that's and that's just like a pair of jeans and a sweatshirt, right?
Yeah.
That ain't like fucking Lambeau Field where you have to wear your your deer hunting gear and your fucking Under Armour gear and your fucking
parka.
All that shit. I did go to Packer Panther game, and this is probably one of the most precious moments of my life. And have you guys ever experienced a precious moment in your life that you maybe didn't appreciate as it was happening, that it was a precious moment in your life, and then you reflect on it as you get older and you're like, man, that was pretty fucking cool.
But Jesus, Scout, Buck Super Bowl parade.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever peak as a fan in my life, unless the Bucks win 2 Super Bowls in a row.
They ain't.
Which they won't.
Not during your lifetime. It may, maybe you're on the child you never have's lifetime. So I'm at Lambeau Field, Lummy. My son is like 6 years old, 5 years old. I know a guy that works for the Packers that's super high up. The day it was me and Brent Hatley, and the day before we got a full on VIP tour of the facility, including the locker room.
Nice.
That's where you see the picture of Tyler at Aaron Rodgers' locker.
Yeah.
Got to see the weight room, the training facilities. Got to walk out on Lambeau Field. Then had pregame field passes. So you're literally, out there as they're warming up and stuff. And then, we had like on the 35, maybe 15, 20 rows up, and it started, and it was a 4:30 game, Lummy. So like it was over by like 8, but it's dark like by 6, and they turned the lights on, and then it started snowing, and it's the first time that Tyler ever saw snow. So I was at I was at a Packer football game at Lambeau Field with my son, and he sees snow, and it's snowing. And it's just a certain vibe that it brings to the stadium when it starts snowing. You know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
And it's a memory that you and him are going to have for the rest of your lives.
Oh, my God.
Like, that's awesome.
Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, he may not have it.
No, he'll always remember.
Going on year 2. And God, I probably shouldn't really be talking about this, but this is tearing me the fuck up.
Oh, I knew it was.
It's just tearing me the fuck up. It's like, what did I do so wrong for you and your fiance? They're engaged now. For you and your fiance's family to absolutely spin me as the bad guy. Like, what did I do? Her and I and her family don't have to necessarily like each other for all of us to coexist.
Right.
Like I can be respectful to them, and they can be respectful to me and my family, and we can all be a family because you never know when you're not going to have your family. Like the way my stepfather, Eddie, Tyler's grandpa, died unexpectedly this past January 3rd. Well, I mean, that's a situation that I wish we would have all been on the same page with and speaking, and not in some family turmoil nonsense. I have no way to communicate with him. I can't email him. I can't text him. I can't call him. And it just you wouldn't believe how hurtful that is. That's my only child. And I dedicated a lot of time and effort and and probably put a lot of important things in my life on the back burner in lieu of trying to fulfill his dream of racing.
I mean, there is no probably in that statement.
Yeah, I mean, I was probably not near the husband I should have been to Julia. I mean, to Heather and Julia. I was out. We were gone every weekend, racing from as far west as Orange County, Florida, and as far north as Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Albuquerque, Phoenix, multiple, races in Georgia, Maryland, Indiana, Ohio, and, on my own plane. I bought a plane so that I could still do mornings because, most kids didn't have the luxury of living in Florida and being able to travel to Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Right.
And their dad still work or whatever. And I busted my ass as a dad to try to give him every opportunity he could. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure that I'm spun. And what I should have been doing is family vacations and spending time. I had a ton of money back then. I should have, and I only had Tyler half the time. So and Julia was with her dad half the time. So I could have really, really traveled a lot with Heather back then. But I chose to be super quarter midget dad, and that probably wasn't healthy for our relationship. So were a lot of other things, but that was one of them.
Sure.
And I'm sure that I'm being spun by her family and by everybody is that your dad gave you spankings and he physically and was mentally abusive to you and. What used to be spankings, Lummy, are now physical abuse.
Oh, of course.
So I'm sure that I've been spun in the, I don't know, probably 10 spankings that I gave the kid his entire life. He probably got 10 spankings, maybe.
Wow.
In the 10 spankings that he got his entire life, I'm sure that her family and the rest of is that your dad was physically abusive and mentally abusive to you. And you should never talk to him, and that's just not the way you do things. Whatever. Have you ever thought about maybe I manned the kid up, and one of the reasons why he's so damn good at what he does is because of the infrastructure that I laid down and the millions of dollars that I put forth to give him the equipment to operate at this level? No, nobody's going to say that, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
And the opportunities. I mean, I think as bad of a dad as they probably are spinning me as, I look at it. Maybe I'm flawed. I look at it as I wish I would have had that dad. I wish I would have had myself as a dad. I wish my dad did what I did for my kid. I mean, like Lummy, your dad was probably a pretty damn good dad, but he didn't chase your baseball or football career all over the country and spend millions of dollars. I mean, he's like, no. And I listen, I'm not saying that because I didn't want to do it. I participated and spent that money and did what I did because I truly wanted to. Nobody twist my arm to do that. Just looking back on it all, I don't know if he appreciated it, or because I don't think he'd be treating me like the way he did.
Does he talk to anybody in the family?
Nobody.
Not anyone.
Not even Tara.
Oh.
Not even my mom. And you know what? That's who's the most tore up about it. My mom.
It's her only grandkid.
She's 77 years old. It's her only grandkid, and she's like, I don't understand why he won't have a relationship with me.
Has she tried to reach out to him?
Oh yeah, she's blocked on his Facebook. She has no way to get a hold of him. My entire family has no way to get a hold of him, and we're guilty of one thing. We miss him and we love him. It's just sad. It really. I mean, I struggle with it far more than you guys probably know. I struggle with it a lot. I cry and get myself all worked up over it a lot, quite a bit. God, because I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, like I don't think I did anything wrong. I verbally disciplined her. What's wrong with that? I mean, what's wrong with that? Anna, if you were engaged to a guy and you were at your dad's business and the guy was acting up and your dad verbally disciplined that guy, is that a deal breaker? For you never to speak to your father again?
No.
No. When does somebody stick up for me? When does somebody say, you know what, my dad is set on his ways and is highly polarizing.
What the hell?
But I love him. I love my dad, and I'm going to stick up for my dad.
Right.
Yes, go ahead. You're on the air. What the hell?
I was sorry, but I didn't think you could even hear that. I wasn't talking about you, man. They told me to put a trailer somewhere, and there ain't nowhere to put it there where they tell me. Sorry about that.
What the hell?
Sounds like a country song. They told me to put a trailer somewhere where I can't put it.
Hey, anyway, I have a quick question for you. How hard is it to program your shows on the weekends?
What do you mean?
Well, instead of repeating the same show all weekend long, how hard would it be to get more than one show for the weekend?
I'm supposed to play every day.
We don't repeat the same show.
Yeah, it's every day. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, the morning and the afternoon show, and then it repeats.
Okay, well, I must catch the same show every time then.
Well, I mean, what show, like this past weekend, give me an example, buddy.
The babyface stuff all the time.
I mean, the babyface thing.
Go play some lotto.
Let me play more than one time.
I mean, Macho.
We roll through the days. Monday, Tuesday. We just keep rolling through them. I mean, I'll do a better job of shuffling it, I guess.
I mean, it goes through every day with the after show.
Yeah.
We don't put the podcast, but we put Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then on a show on Friday on.
And it's just a constant rotation.
Yeah, Monday through Friday.
And BubbaArmyRadio.com is getting revamped, reskinned, and by the 15th of this month is supposed to be live, and I think that you're really going to get a big kick out of that as well, sir.
Yeah, hey, I got questions about that also. Is that going to have all the old Shannon Burke shows and all that as well?
Yep.
Which are already up there.
Yep. And you'll be able to listen to them for free.
Well, I don't listen to them for free now, or listen to Bubba Army Radio for free now.
All right. Well, then you'll get commercial free. If you're a paid subscriber like you are, you get all that and more for free. I mean, with commercial free, and then people that are not subscribers will have to listen to some commercials. And you. You good, buddy?
Yeah.
All right. What part of the country are you in right now? Like, where are you at?
I'm in Columbus, Ohio right now.
Perfect. All right, my friend. You Buckeye. Appreciate you. Take care.
All right. Thanks.
Here are these two bit. Now, what? So that is annoying is when somebody's standing up in front of you. Because you're like, come on, bitch.
Come on, dude.
Sit down, man. I mean, the balls at midfield, there's nothing exciting happening. You know what? I could see where if the one team was driving this way, Rhett, then they get down to the 25, 30, where you might stand up so you could see a little bit better while they're down at this end. I could see that.
Right. And I'm one of those fans where, if the Bucks get a first down on offense, I'm excited. I get up and I cheer, but I sit back down.
Right.
How
big of a problem is it, Lummy, at Bucks games?
Not really. Like I said, only when there's chicks standing up in the middle of a play, like you said, taking selfies or trying to get noticed. Other than that, I mean, the Bucks fans are pretty good about following the plays down.
But
the Eagles fans were bad on Monday night last week.
College,
is college? Is it just the culture of college where they stand up the entire time?
Yeah, like for the student sections and pretty much everyone.
Student sections, I can see.
Yeah, they stand up the whole time.
Not your average season ticket holder that's 50 some years old that can afford a season ticket at the Buckeyes, right?
Correct, but sometimes you get those 30, 40-year-old that still think they're in college and stand the whole time.
You got the higher ground.
The boys leaving.
He out.
So he yanks old girl out?
No. He just says, I'm leaving. See?
That's the best course of action right there, buddy.
Oh man, she's coming in. Like she's fucking.
no.
She's like a fucking wildcat, is she not?
You think that guy's still with that chick?
Some Raiders fans, man, they're feisty.
Hold on. And she comes in with, and the Raiders girl comes in with combos. Watch.
Yeah, I'm not fighting anybody with a Raiders jersey on at a game.
Ready? Boom, 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 boom. Boom! Boom!
She's got a Max Crosby jersey on. My girl didn't stand a chance.
Bubba, do you see how slow the man's coming back over? Did you see that?
Hold on. I want you to look at the fucking hammer. It looks like she's punching a speed bag here with her left. Watch. Hold on. Ready? Watch. Boom! 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 Oh, hold on. And then she's got her sister helping her.
Like Cain Velasquez, dirty boxing in the clinch.
Dirty boxing in the clinch. Hey, that girl took some shots.
Yeah.
I mean, she took some fucking face hits. Look at this.
Oh!
3. None of those really connected. Those are all. But hold on. These connect.
And it's hard because she is punching down.
Tell you what, my girl in the crop top, that thing is stanging, man.
What's that?
That thing is
I
stanging.
said that thing is stanging.
He likes what he sees, I
I'd
think.
be embarrassed. I would yoke my bitch out of there.
Well, that guy didn't even defend her either.
No, he just walked away,
But then
which means he's probably been in that situation before where he could see it coming and said, you know what, I'm going to create some space.
And then when he started seeing her get hit, he just kind of stood there and watched. He's like, good, man. Let her beat the shit out of her.
Did you see this? Cartel murders own boss by mistake.
Oh, so sorry.
And then the hitman says, I'm so fucked that he turned a gun on himself.
You have to.
Yeah, you got to.
They'll torture. Yeah, they'll torture the shit out of you, burn you alive.
They'll cut your head off and send it to your family, won't they?
Yeah.
Literally.
Yep.
Merry Christmas. Here's John's head. The rest of his body is long fucking gone. Blundering drug cartel hitmen reportedly murdered their own boss in a shocking case of mistaken identity. The shootout took place at a private health clinic in Cancun, Calacan, Mexico.
Yeah.
I heard that Mexico, like if you stay in the touristy areas and don't leave, like it's
my mom goes all the time.
It's super cool, super chill. You'll have no problems at all. Mm-hmm. But if you wander off of the reservation, so to speak, you could really get into some trouble.
No, I mean, a lot of those tourist towns, it's because they had the military presence there, but the military doesn't stay 24/7, so you need to watch yourself sometimes.
Yeah,
they roll it, especially when cruise ships come in. They roll the army in, close the streets and everything, and then once the cruise ships leave, the military leaves, and then it's Mexico.
What's this, Lummy? I inform my. Is this part of this story, or is this different? I informed my mill, that mother-in-law, that my son will not be meeting her brother, who was released from prison this week after a 25-year sentence for molestation.
Oh, it was clickbait.
Who was it?
It was clickbait.
This was clickbait?
You see, people share their worst mother-in-law stories. Read more.
Oh. No, thank you. So the cartel killed the boss, and then they got killed.
They killed themselves.
That's all you need to know about.
That's it.
Florida executed somebody last night, and this guy was a real dick.
Well, yeah.
I mean, my God, he killed 2 women after meeting them a day apart in Florida bars back in 1996. Michael Zach III was pronounced dead at 6:14. His last words, I guess they give you some last words. He got up, like he leaned up and looked to the entire congregation that was watching and said, I love you all.
Oh, that's nice. I have a question about the last stuff. Why did they do a last meal? Like,
I don't know.
What the fuck is up with that? This motherfucker killed people or raped someone or whatever, and they get McDonald's before they get shot up?
You know, that's an interesting question.
Isn't it?
In the fact that, like, why should we give a fuck about anything that they want?
Yeah.
Why should we bring 1 ounce of joy to their life at all when they have gone so far down the fucking river that they've been sentenced to death? We're fixing to kill him.
Right.
He's gone through.
You don't get treats.
Yeah, you don't get treats. That'd be like, you know what? Me going and breaking your window, but then I go to your front and you guys give me for Halloween. You give me a full size Snicker bar, but I just broke your window in the back.
I just don't understand.
The last meal is not a rule. It's just something that from state to state.
Is it just
what
like
they deem as a
tradition.
human decency kind of
a tradition?
What?
It's not a right.
A decency right before they kill you? I mean,
I guess it's old school bullshit. I didn't know that they stuffed cotton up your ass either.
That's right.
I think that was like a
You got to keep the seat clean.
improv.
No, I think that does happen.
Oh, I thought that was just a Ted Bundy improv.
No, they said
deal.
they do it.
No,
They
they
wear diapers.
I mean, no, I think they did it when they used the electric chair.
Yeah, then they put a diaper. They shove
And
cotton
they
balls
don't. And
up
they
your
don't.
ass.
I don't know that they shove cotton balls up your ass now that they do lethal injection. Do they still shove cotton balls up your ass if it's not an electrocution and if it's I think every state now does the lethal injection.
Wait, was Ted Bundy? He was electrocuted, right?
Yeah, I think they. Yeah,
Is that why they put the cotton in his ass? Or
Right.
is that just for flair?
No.
Hey Alexa, how was Ted Bundy executed?
Ted Bundy died in 1989 at 42 years old due to electrocution.
Yeah.
No, everybody gets electrocuted, gets cotton balls up your butt and a diaper. That's why, like, when they showed it in the movie, they came out and said, that's what we did to everybody. It wasn't just him.
No, I know, but boy, it was fucking brutal. Remember they had the boss man there. He's like, Bundy, Ted, yeah, just go ahead and don't fight it. Don't fight it. The more you fight it, the more it's going to hurt. And literally, how do you not fight
Got to go to your happy place.
a guy shoving, like literally, he's shoving his hand up your ass.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
that would be uncomfortable.
You didn't see him take his pinky finger and go, okay, 1 little cotton ball, 2 little cotton balls, and your little butthole could be like a little rabbit and sniff it up.
It was by the fistful.
Right. Remember, he was chewing lummy. He had like a big. Well, I'm just going to tell you right now. The more you fight it, John, the more you fight it, Ted, the worse it's going to be. Just sit there and take it. It's protocol. We got to do it. And then they stuff him like a fucking And again, Lummy, it's been done. It's done to everybody, but it was glorified and really brought to light during the Ted Bundy documentary kind of deal. And you know what? I don't feel sorry for him at all because in order to be in that predicament, in order to be getting prepped.
To die.
In order to get, as they're prepping you to die, because you've been court ordered to die, which is so rare in itself. Mm-hmm. It's really rare to get, most people get life in prison, no chance of parole.
Didn't Ted Bundy get expedited? Like, didn't he just admitted it and was like, yeah, I want to die? Or how did that happen so quickly?
I don't know.
I feel like it happened fast.
I feel like he went through all of his appeals.
Yeah. I don't know.
And but you've exhausted all the appeals. The governor hasn't called and saved your ass, no pun intended. And so you shouldn't be given a last meal, and we really shouldn't give a fuck that they fist you full of cotton balls, because you know what? You didn't give a fuck when you killed those 5 or 6 or 9 people.
It does seem to be somewhat in violation of the 8th Amendment, but again, who's fighting for prisoners?
What's the 8th Amendment?
Cruel and unusual punishment.
No, yeah. Do prisoners have rights still?
They're still human beings.
I think you lose a few rights when you're a prisoner, like to vote and shit like that, carry a gun. Like your Second Amendment rights thrown out the fucking window, right?
Yeah, I feel like.
I mean, if you look at all
torture, though. I mean,
no, but
again,
what I'm
not
saying
that
is,
we haven't done that.
But nature tends to be a rights killer, don't you think?
Nature,
prison naturally kills a bunch of you don't have the right to vote anymore. You don't have the right to
bear arms. Yeah.
Prison takes a lot of those fucking rights right away.
Yeah, that's true.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Bubba? It's Hot Carl. Don't Google me.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, two quick things. You guys would find the Ted Bundy documentary series really interesting. The one that's, I think, played by Zac Efron. towards the end of it, like he terrorized Florida so much that they actually, like, I think he was executed at Orient Road. It's like right down the street, the state prison here in Florida. And
no. I don't think Ted Bundy was executed on Orient Road.
No.
I think he was executed in Stark. That's
Yeah,
the
it was
only
Stark.
That's the only place that they kill people in Florida is Stark.
Yeah, and that's when they still had the electric chair, and people were actually outside with like tents and, you know, like little stands selling shirts like Fire Up Old Sparky, like Fry Bundy Fry and stuff. But as far as the last meals go, I think it's just like a thing to show that, yeah, we're going to kill you and you might be like the worst person in the world, but it's like the last ounce of like humanity. There has to be some.
Does there
even
have
if
to
that
be?
person,
And listen, I know your reasoning, and they're like, you know, okay, you're dying, so we can at least give you your fucking yeah. But I want to.
What if this motherfucker
like to be
was like, I want a Thifu Tower? You gonna get him in that Thifu Tower?
No. They actually have a budget. They have a budget. Honest to God, there's a budget of I think there's a budget of I think it's a budget of like $50 or something.
That's ridiculous.
You should actually look into it. I think you guys would find it pretty interesting, like the top 10 craziest last meal choices. And some people just like get like a pint of ice cream and like
Florida's $40.
Some people ask for like lobster and
$40, right? Let me out. It was $10 off.
Toss and lobster.
Oklahoma's $25.
$25.
All right, guys.
See you later, buddy. You know, I would be.
I think it's disgusting.
I gotta tell you, Anna, you know, if you were
treating these people to anything when
if you were a
disgusting
politician and you knew how to
beings.
play the game,
yes.
you'd be like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have a bill. I'm going to propose a bill that we take away people that are getting ready to be condemned. That we take away their last meal. I think you could, but would all these snowflake woke motherfuckers be like, oh my God, it's the last thing you could do is at least give them a nice meal. We're getting ready to kill them.
Yeah.
I mean, right?
And I see people in chat going like, you don't believe in the death penalty. I don't. But I also don't believe in treating people that are.
Right.
So what the fuck?
Well, I mean, once you're in the death penalty system, Anna doesn't give a fuck about you.
I mean,
she just has a problem. She just had a problem with the overall concept of killing somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not championing for these people's rights to get out of prison or that they
you
can
just
be
don't
rehabilitated.
want them to be fed one meal before they die?
A meal of their choice? No.
I think we should torture them.
Looks like there's a
No,
couple
I don't
states
believe in
that don't allow it. It's Arizona, Georgia, Idaho, Mississippi, Montana, South Carolina, and South Dakota.
What would your last meal be, Bubba?
And
I already know mine.
On a $40 budget?
Sure.
Longhorn steakhouse.
Probably Longhorn.
Parmesan crusted chicken, obviously, and baked potato, mashed potato.
Baked potato.
But you can't take it anywhere, brother. You gotta eat the whole thing.
Eat what?
You gotta eat the whole thing, though. You can't take it home.
Take what?
You usually take a part of your.
If I know I'm dying, I'm gonna gorge myself.
I was at Longhorn yesterday, and I got the
You did? You were?
Yeah, and I got the Parmesan chicken.
Yeah, no shit.
And
was that the one you were eating this morning?
Yeah, but hold on, I'm so fucking weird. Listen to this. And so on, I Mark from Tarpon and Sean and his little Greek friend. I forget the Greek guy's name. Pretty cool dude. We're having lunch there, and I order. I have a Caesar salad, Anna. This is what I had, and I even moved up the time. We were supposed to meet at 12:30, but I got a hold of Mark and said, "Hey, can we make it closer to 11:30? Because I'd like to be done eating by like 12:15, not to fuck up my fast deal."
Yeah, I got you. Hey,
so
you're preaching to the choir.
I don't have any of the bread. You know how Longhorn brings you the cool bread?
No, but all right.
I don't have any of the bread. None.
Yeah.
Sean
is it like dark? Is it like brown pumpernickel? Oh, I love that shit. It's so good.
And it comes on like a little brown cutting board.
Oh, that's the kind that like the Cheesecake Factory gives
Yes,
you.
identical.
So good.
With the craft of butter.
Yes.
Yeah. And then they'll bring you fucking 2 or 3 of those if you want.
Oh, hell yeah! If they see it's empty, they'll bring more.
So I have no bread. I ordered a Caesar salad, the 12-ounce chicken. What's it called? The Parmesan encrusted chicken with baked potato, with butter, bacon, and cheese. And all I ate was the baked potato.
Nice.
That was my dinner.
That makes all the sense.
I ate the baked potato. That's it. And I got both of the chicken's breasts to go. and I had one chicken breast today for my 7 o'clock. And then I'm going to have the other chicken breast here for my nooner.
Don't you want to eat the chicken fresh when it comes out?
No.
Like at least half of it?
I'm leftover Jones.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
All right. Maybe like half the potato and one chicken breast?
These guys are looking at me like,
I guess not.
You only ate your potato. That's it. And I go, yep, that's the way I do it. I'll take these 2 home. I'm like, oh, fuck.
How do you control yourself?
What do you mean?
How do you not? I mean, were you completely stuffed?
I mean, I was all right.
Because I don't do leftovers usually because I can't control myself.
Well,
and I also have a voracious appetite. Because when, I don't eat most of the day. So when I do eat, it's like it goes down.
Well, I literally only have, I only have 45 minutes more left of eating. That's it.
I like how they're just like such rigid deadlines, but I get it.
You have to.
Yeah, especially
I think if you're going to be successful on anything, you have to be regimented.
Yes, you certainly have to build discipline.
Yeah.
In most areas of your life.
If I was like, okay, well, I could eat today at 12, 1, 1:30. Fuck that. No, I got to eat by 12 because my first meal is at 7. That's a 19-hour fast.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing great results from it. And it's getting easier. Mm-hmm. And I think I'm going to try to maybe push it to 20, and that's the most I'm going. And I think and Anna's kind of my intermittent fast day sensei. So today I had a cup of coffee, and I added two Splendids to it. And Anna kind of took a shit on that a little bit. Like, maybe you shouldn't have done that, especially since you had a Monster. So I'm going to have one or the other tomorrow, and that's it. Just if I have a Monster, then I'm not going to have a coffee. But if I have a coffee, then I won't have a Monster. But I mean, calorically, the Monster was 10. Yeah. And what do you think that coffee was? It said 0 calories, but I put Splendid in it.
Did you put cream in it?
Nope.
Just a little bit of Splenda?
2 packets of Splenda.
The deal with, or at least the science behind, as far as I know, the intermittent fasting, obviously it helps with caloric restriction, right? So you're just not, you can't usually throw down 2,000 calories in one sitting or a few sittings. So you're usually eating less throughout the day. That's part A. Part B is the hormone game, right? So if you're activating, what you eat are instructions for your body to make and produce and release certain types of hormones. So you're trying to prevent that from happening. So maybe you aren't, what am I trying to say? It's even if you just have like 10 calories or you have something like artificial sweetener that maybe doesn't spike insulin, it's activating other nutrient sensors that you kind of just want to be left alone.
Right. That I want to, I kind of waking up some that need to stay dormant for that additional 2 hours.
Yeah, and again, what you're doing is great. So, I mean, if it's not a true fast, and some people would say drinking coffee is not a true fast, even though there's no...
But you do.
Yeah, but I do. So, I mean, it works for me. You got to find what works for you. Everybody has a different body and works differently. And if this helps you get through it so you can push it at 3 more hours, then fuck it, do it,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, perfect. What's this I'm looking at here? Let me see. This is the mom.
Models, yeah.
And hold on. If
they're like, you can't tell who's who. I'm like, yes, you can.
Yeah, if you can't tell who's the mom and who's the daughter, then
and the granddaughter.
Yeah, fuck off. I mean, like
they all look insane. Grandma is especially impressive because, come on, she's 65.
Is she 65?
She's fucking 65.
Yeah, she looks great.
Blue.
She looks great, but you can certainly tell them apart.
Oh, yeah.
I will tell you, man, old girl in the white shorts has got a fucking donkey.
She sure does.
Now, Grandma's kind of got that grandma donk. She needs to get that donk rounded out, like the girl in the white. But again, Grandma's 65.
She's not doing as much lower body.
But
look at that ass. Now that's an ass to die for.
Also, that scrunch butt. Well, maybe not with her, I guess. Never mind.
That scrunch bunch kind of is false. It's false advertising.
It helps make your booty pop.
Mm-hmm.
The contour.
I will tell you that
a phenomenal body, no doubt.
The girl in the white is beautiful. Is her name Leslie Maxwell? Is that her name?
I don't know.
Those jugs. First of all, Leslie Maxwell, I appreciate the effort, but you got to go a little bit lower than that. I mean, those. What are you doing?
Notice.
What are you doing? Fucking. I'm all about form, Anna. And you know what?
Yeah.
With a girl, your knees should touch your tits. Knees to your tits. Look,
my knees are gonna have to dip pretty fucking low.
that's what I'm saying. You got a big range on your leg pushers. But if you're not going knees to tits, then you're not doing. She's virtually doing nothing here. I mean, I don't know. Watch the range of motion. I mean, maybe a little fucking front quad, maybe, but you're not getting any glute.
Leslie Maxwell is the old lady.
Like, and how much
abs.
is that? Yeah.
Fucking abs.
Look at that
65.
bitch. That bitch is straight.
Oh, yeah, she loves
Fucking
Jesus.
fire. I love her. I'd go to church for her.
Do you find that to be an interesting look, to like lots of cleavage and then like a cross?
I didn't even know that she had a cross.
Right.
Now, see, that's impressive.
That's fucking amazing.
That is, and that
I think that might be
is
the
a
daughter.
true test of strength.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay, whatever.
Little bitch.
Yeah, promoting her
Promoting
fitness
what?
center, because the old lady's the one that's Leslie Maxwell Fitness. She's a celeb coach, she says.
#1 app real estate
Good
professionals.
for them. Hot Aussie chicks.
These are the motherfuckers that they should throw the fucking book to. The Sam Bankman-Fried deal. You know, he's supposedly his trial starts.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the motherfuckers that they really, really, really should throw the book at. People that have really just ripped off people and their life savings and misled people. Those are the motherfuckers that need to get in big time trouble.
Mm-hmm.
It's my
I think
opinion.
they are possibly.
I don't know. A lot of times they buy themselves out of problems.
Yeah, if they have money. I mean, that didn't happen to Bernie Madoff.
Yeah.
So.
This is kind of the first crypto Bernie Madoff deal.
Yeah.
Like
Ponzi.
Bernie Madoff was stealing real money. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he was paying Peter to rob. He was robbing Paul to pay Peter and playing the shell game and the Ponzi game with at least real money.
Yeah, but crypto isn't free. I mean, you have to use fiat currency to it.
No, I understand, but this is kind of the first high profile.
No doubt.
Crypto, big high spot fucking deal.
Mm-hmm.
Does it just start?
Yeah.
Sam Bankman-Fried set to face trial after a spectacular crash of crypto. Is he?
It started Tuesday.
Is he being held? Is he in custody or is he on bond?
He is, I believe, on custody.
He's on. I mean,
he's in custody.
He is.
Yeah.
Remember, he was like freaking out. He's like, "I'm a vegan. Like, I need better food."
Let me see this.
What a loser.
Yeah. Is he?
Yeah, he's in the Metropolitan Detention Center.
And we all think that we're tough, but do you think we could really?
I don't.
Do you really think we could go to prison?
No.
No.
Well, I mean, I bet you could go to prison.
I'd be sad.
Of course you would be sad. Can you imagine if Ashley and Little Walker was coming every Sunday to visit you, how sad you'd be?
And then you show up with them and you're like, hey, and Walker's calling you daddy.
I'd be like, hey, let me,
you're in here a long time.
I don't want you're in here for 10 years and, just want to keep, can I blast Ashley for 10?
Walker's going to start calling me dad and he'll probably forget about you.
Yeah.
Have fun in prison.
I feel like I would just be like,
bitch boy.
I don't want to say rape nonstop, but
you'd be raped nonstop.
I don't know. Like, I feel like everyone would be trying to just like eat me out all the time. Be like, leave me alone.
I feel like they would be trying to eat me out the entire time, and I would be like, leave me alone. Don't you think there'd come a point where you just let them eat you out?
Yeah. Probably.
I mean, let's say some big girl, some real big girl.
I want the gummy girl.
No, hold on, hold on, Anna. You know there's a girl in prison that's as big as me, okay? And she rolls up on you and she says, "Listen, bitch, I want to eat your pussy, or I'm going to beat your fucking ass every time. What?
You can have my pussy.
I'm feeling romantical.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Either I eat your pussy every day, or I'm going to beat the fuck out of you in the yard. You hear me, bitch?
Okay, Monet.
You want to be looking over your shoulder every fucking, or you just want me to eat your pussy?
Just eat my pussy. I'm scared.
You imagine on it, and you're like, you call your dad up. You're like, Dad, I got another year to go, and I got this big girl eating my pussy every day.
the worst.
And I don't want my pussy eaten by her. And Phil goes, well, let me tell you something, Anna. Don't get your pussy eaten by her. And you're like, but Daddy, she's going to beat me up in the yard if I don't let her eat my pussy.
Yeah, that'd be the worst for me.
Hold your ground, Nina. She would not beat you up.
Yeah, I don't think I'd last very long.
Let me, on the other end of the deal, think about this. What if, now listen, the worst thing is, I mean, I know we're probably going to get struck. I mean, this is probably somewhat very inappropriate. But like, okay, so Anna says, oh my God, if I go to prison, I'm going to have some big girl want to eat my pussy. So that's what Anna's afraid of. So Anna, Lummy, think about this. The worst, I mean, sucking dick or getting your dick sucked. I mean, obviously you're going to pick of
course. Yeah.
And so what if some big guy came to you? But Lummy, there's not much bigger guys than you. But this guy's, but he's maybe not as big as you, but he's like a skinhead. You know, he's in charge of the white fucking supreme power. You know, whatever the white gang, and he's the baddest motherfucker there is. And he says, "I'm gonna tell you right now, Warren.
Yeah.
You got protection against everybody in here if you let me suck your dick once a day."
Oh, really?
No, see,
here you go, buddy.
See, Anna, I think guy prison and girl prison are completely opposite. I think girl prison.
People want to get to know me.
The predators want to eat your stuff.
Oh,
but in boys' prison, they want you to eat. So, like, that's not the way it goes in boys' prison, Lummy. I think it goes like this, Lummy. Hey, Lummy.
Yeah.
Hey, Warren.
Hey, what's up?
I'll tell you something. You want constant protection, or you want to get your ass fucking kicked by the black gang and by the Mexican gang and by the fucking other gangs, or do you want constant protection?
What do I got to do for that protection?
Suck my dick once a day.
All right.
You're right. You're right.
Get the pants down.
But see, girls' prison, I think they want to do the eating. But in boys' prison, I think you got to eat.
Yeah.
I'd be like, man, do I really got to suck? Come on, buddy. I got to, listen.
Do they really want to?
I got a pretty big.
More like they want to fuck you in the butt.
I got a pretty big commissary, and I got hemorrhoids too. I got a pretty big commissary. How about I just get you like a pack of cigarettes?
Maybe they like the extra rib.
What I get? What? My butt.
Ribbed for your pleasure. My asshole's ribbed for your pleasure.
Hey, buddy, my asshole prolapses like one of those baboons at Busch Gardens. But I'll tell you what, I'll buy you fucking 2 packs of cigarettes a week. Can you buy cigarettes? I don't think you can buy cigarettes.
No, it's illegal to have cigarettes in prison.
Just mackerel.
Well, I wonder what the number one, like the hottest selling thing that you can buy at the prison commissary. Like, I wonder what, like the hottest commodity.
Maybe like some fucking popcorn or something.
Let's see.
You can make friends with one of the corrections officers.
Yeah.
Get them to sneak some good stuff in. That's how it happens most of the time. 99% of the time.
That's how it all gets in.
Yeah.
I mean, I've talked to people in prison and be like, you can get anything you want. Mm-hmm. You can get literally anything you want.
Anything.
I want some fucking gummies. I just want
freedom.
I want to go to prison, just stay high the entire time. Be like high as fuck. Just, hey, whatever, we're in prison. Fucking cool.
Oh, they got some good stuff here.
What do they have?
Baby octopus.
What? What?
Oysters for $2.20.
Ew, eel and shit.
Prison oysters.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yarn and crochet hooks.
Huh?
That's a high up one. A 6-foot TV cable.
To
choke somebody
yourself?
out with.
Yeah.
Denture cleaner, calculator, fabric dryer sheets. These are the top. Air fresheners, playing cards, scissors.
What are you reading?
They're little kid scissors.
They're like the plastic kid scissors.
Yeah, they're the plastic kid scissors.
Yeah, but they can probably still take those and make those into a shake.
Yeah, grind them down.
Cheese Whiz. Nutella. And the number one looks like it is a hot pot.
Hot pot?
Yeah, so you can cook.
Okay.
And make
like a literal
coffee,
yeah.
boil stuff.
Oh, like your roommate's head?
Yeah.
Cellmate's head.
All right. I think we, whatever. I just got some texts that came down. I got some drama happening.
Oh, fun.
Got to put out some fires.
Yeah.
Let me get my fucking fire truck and my gear. Go fight some fires.
Beware of the alarm at 2:20.
220, the alarm. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, man. Shit has really gotten slow lately.
Sports show coming up next.
Sports show next.